Okay, thanks Lauren, bye-bye.
Hi, I'm Madeleine and I'm the Secretary at Auckland Metropolitan College, and I have been since the school started in 1977. I'll just give you a little bit of background about when the school first started. We were actually in Vermont Street in an old sort of technical block, and the idea behind the school was a school without walls, and at the start it was definitely that because we were in this old technical block. A lot of the classes took part all over Auckland. At the end of 77 we shifted out to Ngarahoe Street in Mount Eden to a lovely old house that had actually been a dental nurses hostel, converted for our use.
The philosophy that Metro is run on is very different to ordinary state-funded schools in that it's non-hierarchical. In other words, the staff and the Board of Trustees don't make decisions from above. The whole school is run by the school meeting, which is a democratic process where all students are invited to attend along with the staff and parents or anybody else who is part of the school community, and all decisions are voted on by the people who attend that meeting, and that's where all the decisions are made.
Woman-only computer for games. Bob.
Merlene rose the issue of having a woman's only computer for games periods. Remember, this time as an experiment we thought if we have one period a day for games, perhaps that would control the games thing. As an experiment it's been a failure because those guys still can't get enough.
Maybe we should have a women's only computer games day then, if that's going to be a problem.
Well, I'm at this school because I want to be at the school. I came to this school because I believed in its philosophy, but more importantly I think its philosophy has grown on me. I've learnt more about it since I've been here, and in fact the school has taught me to believe that a group of people can make decisions, can decide things for themselves. There doesn't have to be any distinction that adults make more sensible decisions than young people.
All those in favour say aye. Aye. All those against? Motion carried.
I work on the principle that if you operate a system where you actually trust people we call teenagers, then that trust will be returned. If you work in a school where you pretend to trust, but you don't trust, because in fact you're part of a hierarchical system that totally controls what people do, then obviously the teenagers don't take you seriously, don't have faith in themselves and their own place in the school. When something has been decided, or something's been thought of that we must make a decision about, we start a process that involves the whole school, and that's fantastic.
The students here are much more adult than in other schools. I expect that's the freedom and they use it to its advantage, but still there's that really close-knit family feeling because there's only 120 here at the most. It's small, it's caring, everybody knows each other, and yeah, it's just really good.
I like Metro, the things at Metro. I like being able to choose my own life. I like being able to make decisions for whether I go to class or not, whether everything's up to me, what subjects I choose, there's no, subjects aren't put in categories and you have to pick one from each category or whatever. At some other schools, you can basically pick any subjects you want to do.
We aim to provide what the students want, so that students coming into the school each year list the subjects that they require, and the school aims to provide those as far as is possible. If we don't have enough students at any one particular level or for any one particular subject, then the students can do correspondence work with help from the staff.
Okay, here's the one, here's the favourite. I want you all to say it as if you're Australians.
Fish and chips, mate.
Right, yeah.
Okay,
and say it the way Metro students say it.
Fucking chucks.
Will come off actually that. But if you do that one, come around, keep it sort of very, very flat or it digs in. Alright. And don't put your hand in front of the chisel.
The school also offers a large range of alternative subjects. These change on a 6-weekly basis, and students choose what they wish to learn for the next 6 weeks. So, for example, they can do beekeeping, astrology, yoga, iridology, some of the classes that we have had in the past.
What we're doing with these, once you've worked these things out, is that I want you all to project forward about 100 years in Auckland. And first of all, we'll project forward thinking about the things that we value, all right? We're going to be optimistic, we're moving into a utopian view. So I want you to imagine now what you're actually seeing in the city of Auckland. It's very democratic. So obviously this city now has been sort of, what, bulldozed, something's happened? Reconstructed, okay. Right, so you got that. Who else got something?
Tom,
Tom, we'll go with Tom.
the first thing I saw was, I was looking on Mount Eden, and all the way from Mount Eden there was like a circle and then things coming out like walls, and every society that wanted to exist had their own little section where that's where they thought what they wanted to think. And I mean, if you want to think so and so, then you go and think it there. You're not going to be thinking that in my piece of land.
You could pick out this Māori pattern here, so that could be a band, goes all the way. Maybe this shape here of the mat, that could be repeated. So it's making a very rich surface, taking textures, taking patterns from your drawings, all your drawings, and then building them up. Like that's enough on there too, the feathers.
There's a lot more freedom to do what you want to do, and like if you want to just concentrate on certain things, you can put more concentration in them instead of having to concentrate on all sorts of things that don't really affect you and you don't really aren't interested in, like in a normal school. If you really want to just put lots of concentration to one thing and you really want to excel in that, you just, there you go, you can, you don't have to be around the bush.
You decided to do this for yourselves, didn't you? You decided to try out different amounts of yogurt. And so you can now look and see, was it significant? No. Did it matter if you had 3 tablespoons or 1 tablespoon?
No.
Here we've got the 3x and the 4x. So 3x plus 4x gives us what? 7x. 7x plus, and the other two like terms are the 6 and the 4. So we get 6 plus 4, which is 10. We run sports and physical education programs for the juniors and the seniors. 3 times a week we visit the Mount Albert Recreation Centre for work in the gymnasium and also for practising sporting skills, for example basketball and badminton. Outdoor education is a 6th form certificate course here where we undertake a big range of outdoor pursuits: rock climbing, abseiling, canoeing, kayaking, windsurfing, a number of the things we've done this year. It really depends on the individual group in each year as to the activities we do.
When I first came it was a bit hard, because it was just such a culture shock, like not being told what to do and having everyone running around doing what they wanted to do. And so it was a bit hard to sort of fit in, but I soon sort of decided that I really liked it and that it was really for me.
We have a trained counsellor that comes into the school once a week. She's only here for 2 hours, so she's really dealing with students that the staff become aware of, that there's a real problem, and we may refer them to her, or else it could be that a student just may voluntarily go to see her. We have informal counselling where students often choose a staff member whom they feel comfortable with, and they'll just come and talk. And because I'm in the library, I get that quite a bit.
I'm sure once you read it, you'll enjoy it.
Since I've been here, I've developed social skills, and I've before I used to be really shy and stuff, now I've just opened up, because basically everyone here is just really good and stuff, they help you out, and like if you've got problems and stuff, you know, you can talk to anyone because like they're there for you, you know, they're open and stuff.
But we're often aware of problems in school meeting where someone may be brought to school meeting because they've done something that the school meetings, you know, the people in the school are angry about, and a small group is often set up to deal with that student, and that's not in a punitive way, it's often in a supporting, caring way. Their parents are usually contacted and brought into the school as well, and we deal with it like that.
I've been in many schools where conflict is built into the system. You're in a classroom situation where the teacher must win in order to survive from day to day, so there is no resolution to a conflict except punishment, or some solution like this, which actually solves nothing. Here, we work on a different principle of communication. That when a conflict arises, there are so many ways it can be talked through until everyone is happy that a solution has been found. That there isn't someone that has to be unhappy, someone that has to be put down, someone has to be punished, because they are loony ways of solving anything. Here, conflict leads to discussion, leads to solution.
The place is just like a big family because there's such a small amount of students. We're all very close. School meeting is the focus of Metropolitan College, and that operates in a purely democratic way. Everyone, staff, students, have the same speaking rights and everyone has a vote, and that's how we mainly sort out our differences through school meeting.
Well, at Metro you learn a lot more to be yourself and to be an individual, and rather than worry about what everyone else is doing and or whatever, you basically develop your own style of what you want to wear, what you want to do, how you want to do it.
Yeah, the social skills you develop at a school like this really help. They're really great. I look at people that I know from who go to other schools and stuff, and people from here, and it's really different.
The whole aim of the school is to provide what the students require, so it is completely student driven.
I'm very happy working here and wouldn't really want to work anywhere else, and actually couldn't imagine working anywhere else.